All right, we are waiting for all the platforms to go live. Oops, something bad just happened. But I think it's okay. But I will announce the broadcast here in a second. Got to get some stuff rearranged on my screen. But, all right, let's see if we can do it here. All right. All right, let's see. So, that was a bit of a lag. Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I'm simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Not Haps for the time being, long story. The username is the same on online platforms, on all the platforms. Tiffany TLC Music, all one word. Please do consider following. If you follow on only one platform, let it be Twitter, because there you can watch and get my infrequent but important announcements. I am a singer-songwriter. Amongst a number of things I do mostly modern American folk. I come on most weekdays between 5:15 and 6 p.m. Pacific time, or a little on the later end. And I do, like I said, mostly modern American folk, but also some bluesy songs. I do most of my songs on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping for background as well. What else can I say? What else can I tell you? I can't see people hopping on. I need to be able to, in order for me to see you, you need to basically make a comment. It's sort of one of the challenges of simulcasting, is that unless I have all the different platforms open, which can be data intensive, then I can only see people who comment. Now, if you want to watch anonymously, that's perfectly fine. But I do enjoy connecting with people on here, so please do feel free to let us know where you're watching from, how you're doing, that kind of thing, if we don't already know. So let's go ahead and get started. I am planning to do, this is the set list here, Sad and Sweet Memories with Tumble Star, and then, well, not in this order. Hi Wesley, how are you doing today? Did you see my text, my message? You had asked me to follow you on Haps, but I already was following you. But I didn't know for sure if I was, so I went on there and I clicked what I thought was the follow button, but it turns out it was the unfollow button because I already was following you. So then I had to refollow you again. So just so you know, I'm not really doing much. That's great. I'm glad you're wonderful. I'm not really doing much. Yes, you saw that. Good. I'm not really doing much watching of Haps on Haps too much. I did see one of your broadcasts on a replay, but I haven't been watching anybody on Haps really. I haven't been watching anybody anywhere. It's nothing personal. I'm just struggling to make that work in my life. It's hard enough to put the time to come in on here, although I love it. There's no way I'm going to give it up. But anyway, so I'm thinking Sad and Sweet Memories with Tumble Star. I'm Everybody's in a Circle, and I Want to Live Before I Die. Maybe we'll start with Everybody's in a Circle. How's that sound? Everybody's in a Circle. This is a song about social anxiety or loneliness, either one. And it's kind of, it's meant to sort of give support, moral support to those in either one of those states. Oh, wait a minute. So Wesley, you seriously have to have 10,000 followers to do a Haps Live? I just don't get that. How are people supposed to get the followers if they can't go live? That's a lot of followers. I never had that many, even on Periscope. So I'm not happy if that's true. That's too many. Do you mean 1,000 maybe? And even that, how are you supposed to get there unless you're allowed to broadcast? Gosh, that's such a bummer. All right, so let's pick up Everybody's in a Circle. And we'll get going on that. This song really helped me when I wrote it, to give myself encouragement to get to be part of this group I was thinking of joining at the time. And it worked really well for me. Not to say this is legit therapy. That's kind of a tongue-in-cheek music therapy thing I've got on there, of course. I am not a therapist or a mental health professional of any kind. What's happening? All right, here we go. Hang on tight. Everybody's in a circle, everybody is a going out to everyone who's still, particularly people who are still kind of like our family, still not quarantining, but still pretty, I don't even want to say locked down, but just taking extra precautions, which for COVID, which, you know, do lead to fewer physical in-person connections with people. So I kind of have thought a lot about this song during COVID times, which we are still in, and welcome Omicron. Is that what it's called? The new variant? But do get vaccinated, please. Get vaccinated if you're not already. Of course, ask your doctor, but I don't think there are many people that are told not to get vaccinated. There are different age groups and so on to consider, but if you are qualified, which most likely you are, get vaccinated, please, and get your booster shot if you can. Just got that. It was, I won't lie, it was hard. It wiped me out, but you know what? It lasted a day, and the positive protections will last for many, many, many months, supposedly. So I can do that. Because you know what? I do not want to get COVID. And I do not want to get long COVID in particular. I don't want my whole life to be affected by this, what could just have been a crazy year or two for me personally or my family. It's like, so do what you can to stay safe as you can. All right, that's my public service announcement. So let's do Sad and Sweet Memories and Tumble Star. This is a song about parents and empathizing with them, as well as with yourself as a child with unmet needs. Kind of finding a place in your heart for both parties in the situation. And in this song, I mentioned a lullaby my dad wrote for me when I was 4.5, and I like to sing that as well. It's called Tumble Star. So let's start with Sad and Sweet Memories. Let's pull it up. And we'll get going on it. So if you are new, I do hope you consider following. And in any event, I hope you consider sharing the broadcast with your friends, your followers, and whatnot. Yeah, anyway, so let's get going. We're going to do Sad and Sweet Memories. Here we go. And I've got a little crackle. I could have gotten a new cord for my guitar, and I didn't think of it. We just got some stuff for Christmas on Sweetwater for my son, and I wish I had thought to order a new cord for my guitar, but I did not think of it. It's clear to me that I think it's the adapter that's just not clicking into place like it used to, and so it's just not a really solid connection. So that's a bummer. Anyway, wherever you're watching from, live or replay, I hope you're doing well. These continue to be hard times to some extent for so many, including our family. I remember, let's turn this a little bit this way. I remember our house, the happy times in our house, together with my mom and dad. When it split apart, I felt so sad. It wasn't everything it could be. You didn't always know how to care for me, but I loved our little family. The stability. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs. You bother me so much to me. You as a single mom wasn't easy for you or me. I needed more support and harmony. But your parents, they didn't show you what to do. And parenting alone is so much harder too. Which is why I'm so amazed at the sweet friendship that we have today. I love the connection that we share now. We ended up close somehow. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs. You bother me so much to me. I really missed our times, Dad, from before the split. You wrote a lullaby for me and sang it with such tenderness. Your tenderness it carried on and on, but your focus on me seemed almost gone. I know it was so very hard to lose your family. So hard I think maybe it hurt to look at me and really see. Yet I've come to treasure what you're able to give. And I'm so grateful for every day that you live. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs. You bother me so much to me. You bother me so much to me. Thanks for listening to that wherever you're watching, live or replay. I appreciate you being with me at Tiffany TLC Music. Please do consider joining the TLC family. All you have to do is follow free of charge on any of these platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. Hi, Sky! How are you doing there on Facebook? How's it going? Good to see you. Last I talked to you, you weren't doing so well. And I can't remember why. I hope you're doing better now. Can you remind me of what it was? I know I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. You are upset or something. I hope things are going better. So I'm thinking now I'll do Tumble Star. So that's the lullaby that my dad wrote for me that I mentioned in that song. You know what I think is true, Sky? I think there's a bit of a lag. There's more of a lag using Restream than there was using HAPS. I could be wrong, but I think that's correct. I think that's correct. Sleep and work is really stressing me out at the moment. Aww. Sleep struggles. I feel you. Sorry about that. I should show you something. I don't know what exactly keeps you up or what's going on exactly. There's so many different things. Maybe it's the work stress. But let me show you something that might leave you feeling less, I don't know what. It might help put things in perspective. So I'm going to show you a graph. This is last night. And with my sleep apnea, the low oxygen levels are in red. They're red dots. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. You can't. It's the worst. You just can't find a way to sleep. Oh, hun, I'm so sorry. Hope you don't mind me calling you hun. Whenever people are in distress, I tend to use that word. So let me see if this will work. Let me see if this will work. I don't know if it will, but right now I can't even see if it's showing. Okay, it's too glary. All right, I need to stop moving it. This is so funny because there's a lag. Hold on, let me get a different camera up because right now I can't see what's showing. All right, I'm gonna try to keep it still. Okay, you can't see that those are red. The bottom dots are red. Anyway, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recorded low, like dangerously low oxygen levels. I did see somebody on Twitch rather, but I didn't know it was you. Hi, Alon. How are you doing? So I'm so sorry, Sky. So I've probably told you my sleep tips before because I used to not be able to fall asleep for the life of me. Now, apparently, as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm asleep, according to my husband. So what changed? Well, I may have shared this with you already, and maybe you just need empathy. So please interrupt me if so. The sleep apnea gets me up in the middle of the night, and then it's hard to fall back asleep. Hopefully this will be resolved soon with an oral device that I'm getting. Hey there on YouTube. What are we gonna do that? What does that symbol mean? But I'm just gonna throw these out there, Sky. So, and I found them online. These were tips online. These weren't like some brilliant creation by me, but they did it. They pretty much did the trick as far as falling asleep goes, which if that's your issue, if your issue is being woken in the middle of the night, that might be sleep apnea. Could be other things. But if your issue is falling asleep, it's hard to settle to sleep because I work till late at night, till like 10:30, 11, so I don't have much time to calm down. I just keep panicking if I try to sleep. Oh boy, have I been there. So that's a toughie. I'm glad you explained that because now, qualification, I'm not a therapist, sleep or otherwise, but I'm just sharing with you my tips. What can you do if you work until 10:30 or 11 p.m. at night? Well, that's toughy because ideally, I'm sure you've read, insomnia mode sucks, right? Alon knows. So some of the things that I do are like you say about calming down prior to going to sleep, and it's easier if, you know, for the few hours before sleep, you've not had stress. An obvious but probably incredibly difficult thing to do would be if you can switch your shifts. I'm guessing not. If you can switch your job, I mean, that's huge stuff, right? So I'm guessing you've already considered that. I'll just tell you the things that I do, and some of them may be helpful. Like, for example, can you take a hot bath when you get home from work? Like a decent length. For me, I find that at least 10 minutes, if it's hot, 10 minutes can be enough. If I get sweat coming off if I'm sweating, my core temperature goes way up, and then that helps, not only helps you calm down, but your core temp goes way up. And what happens when you sleep is your core temp goes down. And so if you start with it high in a way that's going to go down, that mimics what happens naturally in sleep, and supposedly that's partly what can get you to go to sleep. Of all the ideas that I do, like don't go on the computer late, don't read your mail late, don't work out late, that raises your core temperature, yes, but then it keeps on going up for hours after. So don't work out late, don't work out when you get home. Yeah, your manager, oh no. Oh, Sky, of course, you love your job and they treat you all very well. You just feel horrible some nights. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, what about the hot bath idea? Is there a way you can do that? Is that a possibility? That's honestly, of all the ideas, that's the only one I can think of that would work with your late night. I mean, other than obviously when you get home, try to, if you can, try to not do computer, mail, phone, anything stressful. Just try the best you can. Sometimes people give tips about, hey, if you can't fall asleep, just get up. I don't like that myself. I'd rather rest in bed than get up and act like it's a brand new day. Cool down. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Sky. You're welcome, Sky. Oh, you have not had a whole week off in about 6 years and you're only 19. So you've been working since you were 13. Oh, hun. Do you mind me calling you hun? I call my former niece, now a gender neutral person, I call them hun all the time, because it's just, my heart goes out to you. That's, I'm just, well, I hope you really can try the hot bath idea. I hope that's not just like a throwaway. I mean, I hope it's seriously, you can try it. I don't want to, if it's not realistic, then it's not realistic. But it kind of depends on your living situation and if you have access to like a private bathroom where you can spend. But honestly, I noticed a significant, it does it in 10 minutes. I can, if it's hot, it's got to be as hot as you can stand. It needs to be as hot as you can stand no matter how long you stand there, but especially if you can't spend more than 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah, so sorry. I don't have any good sleep songs except No Worries. I did that one yesterday. Check it out. Yesterday I did that as my last song. Check it out. It's kind of about sleep, but it may be a little overly simplistic. So I only have one song left. I Want to Live Before I Die. Used to babysit and dog walk and do all these things. That's why I was so young. It's not big jobs, but it helped me where I am today. Well, my heart goes out to you, Sky. That's a lot of work, literally. And I hope you at least get the solace of good night's sleep. But there is something more to say, which is, and I don't know the solution, and I don't know that this is helpful to say, but I know there is something about, I know there's something in me that has found relief from not trying to sleep. I just allow myself to think whatever thoughts, if I'm starting to obsess over a problem, I might try to say, it's okay, or sing myself a little song or something, but if I'm watching the clock and I have to go to bed, I have to go to sleep, that adds a lot to my stress. Oh, Sky. Oh, man. Oh. And I'm gathering you've been looking after your brothers and sister for a long time. Probably, maybe have you been earning money for your family? Is that why you had to start working so young? I'm sorry. You're not alone in this. I've seen, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so unfair. Such a heavy burden for a young person. Oh, I hope something lightens up. How old are your brothers and your sister? No, Sky, really. I mean, think about how many times you've been on here and you've never shared that. You've got to be able to talk about it, you know? It's so important to be able to seek empathy from other people. So please don't. And people usually, like, it meets their needs, 15 and 10. So you've been doing this, I'm guessing, if you've been working for 6 years, and you've probably been doing this since they were 9 and 4. Oh, Sky. And you're just 19. And so do you have to, like, transport them to school and stuff like that? Oh my God. My heart goes out to you. What a job. What a job. There are no words. Just, Okay, let's do I Want to Live Before I Die, if that's not too jarring after this. Or we could do a song that is there a song that you would like, Sky? I did Everybody's in a Circle, and then I did Sad and Sweet Memories and Tumble Star. And I was going to finish off with I Want to Live Before I Die. Or I could finish off with A Reason Why. I hate seeing them struggle, so you always say you'll help. Oh, both parents are unwell. You know, we just saw a piece last night about a lot of how many kids have been orphaned with COVID, and how there's not enough care out there. Aw, you know what? Let's do A Reason Why then, because that one's kind of a little bit about struggling and trying to find a way. You've heard me say this before, I'm sure, but this was written in honor of a book called Man's Search for Meaning, which was written by Dr. Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust. So I always like thinking about him when I'm having a hard time, because I'm always like, okay, nothing I'm going through is as extreme as the Holocaust. But if he can make it through, you know, he also had a fair amount of luck to be able to make it through, of course. You know, you can't just will survival through something like that. But my point is, like, it helps to think, wow, if he could make it through that, then maybe I can make it through my hard life, whatever hardships you're going through, and it's all relative. All right, so let's do it. I feel like this guitar is kind of in the way. All right, here we go. Oh, I need to get a key. So this will be our last song. Going out to Sky. Hang in there. So glad you have a good job. I just wish it was less late. And I'm curious if you've wanted to go to college or anything and not be able to. So often that's an issue for young people caring for their siblings. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, 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 Oh my gosh, police officer. Talk about stress. Whew. Survivors nowhere. When you're going through hell, you need a reason why. Yeah, to reach the other side. Might not be enough when the going gets really tough, but to even try, yeah, you need a reason why. Yeah, you need a reason why. At times just to survive, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. Could be one or two, could be three or four, could be even more. Whatever lights your life, one might be your family, a hope for humanity, a career or hobby, or just the little joys in life you see. But you need a reason why, at times just to survive, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you're really gonna fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. The best reasons why sweep you off your feet. And if you hold on tightly, they crowd out anxiety. They fill you with positivity and irresistible, self-fulfilling and meaningful. They make problems seem small, so you need a reason why. Yeah, at times just to survive. Yeah, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. You need a reason why. At times just to survive, but suddenly to thrive. So try to find a reason why. Yeah, you need a purpose in life if you really want to fly. But even just to get by, so try to find a reason why. Oh, I've just been thinking about you, Sky. Thank you, Alon. Fearless, fantastic, Tiffany, always. I'm okay today. How are you doing, Daniel? I was just thinking, Sky, I remember how hard, I have two kids, and I had them. I chose to have them, and I had them at like 30. So like just on the issue of you becoming a pseudo parent, like a kind of a step parent person to your very young siblings, like hats off to you. Like it just makes me really tear up because it is hard to parent. As you know from my Willow in the Wind song, I kind of allude to that. And even when you are the biological parent and you've effectively been doing that, and I'm sure just been such a godsend to your parents and your siblings. I mean, and that's the reason why, I'm getting teary. It's just so much. Just going back through the comments. I'm sorry you weren't able to do the police officer thing. It is my last song, Daniel. It is. I do need to go. It's 6:30. You know, I tried to get off by 6, but I didn't even get on till 4:45. And then we had a really nice conversation here with Sky. Aw. I don't know, I'm just feeling it. I think it's because I'm a parent, you know, and I know what that's like. What is a furcation? Oh, notification, you mean? You got my notification 10 minutes ago? Oh, really? That's weird. Anyway, big hugs, everybody. Group hug to Sky. TLC to you from me. All right, I'm going to give my normal shtick. Please do consider following, sharing the broadcast. These are all the spots you can follow, but I really recommend Twitter. If you follow no place else, because you can, that's the only place where I make announcements, and you can also watch there. But also follow in your favorite place. Please come on live when you can, you know, but don't make yourself stay up late for it. You know, if you're already up, that's one thing, but I know the time zone does not work for a lot of people. Thank you. Big hugs, Sky. You hang in there. I'm so glad you opened up to us and let us know this, because now we can proactively empathize and ask about how your parents and siblings are doing. You're doing a really important thing, and your siblings are going to be so grateful, and when they're older. Yes, Cuddles and Hope. Cuddles and Hope. I like that. That should be a song, Alon. Cuddles and Hope. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. You too, Alon. Daniel, Sky, Alon, others live and replay. Thank you for being with me. It means so much. The legend. You're cool, Alon. All right. Thanks, everyone. Let me click the right button here. It's always a little hard to tell. It changes depending on where I am. Okay, bye everyone.